Welcome back into the Jenny Craig Pavilion on the beautiful campus of the University of San Diego. I'm Braden Seprenant bringing you the action today on the West Coast Conference Network as San Diego plays host to the number 15th ranked Arizona Wildcats for the final game of the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic. Running up the tournament here, Arizona winning the initial tip, wearing their red tops and red shorts. San Diego in their white tops and white shorts. Arizona starting five tonight: Esme Martinez, Helena Puello, Lauren Fields, Kate Reese, and Jade LaVille. As for San Diego, Kira Okri, Ayana Kalfani, Maya Pace, Casey Newbert, and Amanda Olinger get the start today for the Toreros. Puello's first shot doesn't go. Martinez with the rebound. The putback, no good. Battle for the ball. Martinez gets it again and lays it in. Arizona off to a 2-0 lead here with 9:24 left in the first quarter. Maya Pace bringing the ball across now, as San Diego was able to win their game yesterday 57-56 over Idaho State. Idaho State just moments ago fought off a scare against Cal Baptist as Kalfani goes up strong and that gets knocked away. Puello with the rebound. Idaho State was able to hold off Cal Baptist. They were up by 21 points with 1:10 left in the third quarter, and then only ended up winning by 6 as Cal Baptist was able to tie the game at 50 each midway through the fourth quarter. So a called foul there for San Diego. Foul's on Kira Okri, her first personal, first team foul of the quarter. Arizona last game was able to beat Cal Baptist on Friday. Big shot there by LaVille. And LaVille's got 2 points. They beat Cal Baptist 81-63 for the fourth season in a row. Arizona has opened up the season 5-0. Freshman Kaylin Gilbert, who came in off the bench yesterday, had 25 points in the game, the fourth most in a single game by a Wildcat freshman since at least the 2009-2010 season. By a pace, floater, no good. Gets her own rebound, goes up strong, and gets fouled. Not only Kaylin Gilbert, Madison Connor also scored a career best 22 points as Arizona cruised to a 81-63 victory over Cal Baptist. Maya Pace at the free throw line for the first time tonight. 79% free throw shooter on the season, misses the first. 69% free throw shooter in her career. Averaging 10.7 points a game. That leads the Toreros this season and makes the first, or the second of the free throws. It's a 4-1 game in favor of Arizona as San Diego plays pressure defense. Martinez, tough handle there, and a traveling call against Martinez. So a turnover for the Wildcats and good defense there for San Diego. Ayana Kalfani will inbound it. Over to Pace, and a nice easy lay-in for Maya Pace. It's a 1-point game, 4-3 in favor of the Wildcats. 7:56 left here in the first quarter. Fields over to Puello. Puello with the left hand, gets a screen by Reese. Martinez for 3, no good. Reese battling for the board. Okri is able to corral it for San Diego. Over to the far side, Pace. Pace in the lane, loses the handle of it, kicks it to Olinger for a deep 2, and it's good. Olinger from the block extended on the right side makes the 2-pointed jump shot, and it's now 5-4. San Diego with their first lead of the evening. 7:23 left here in the first quarter. LaVille driving baseline, floater, no good, gets her own rebound. Strong with it, out to Puello, near side Fields, pumps once into Martinez with a 15-footer, that's no good. Casey Newbert hauls it in for San Diego. Kalfani, near side Pace, on the jump stop at the near side arc, over to Kalfani at the top. Olinger now, working back with the right side, picks up her dribble, trying to find an outlet. Martinez all over her, Puello intercepts it. Puello, coast to coast, lays it in. 6-5 lead for Arizona. Good crowd on hand tonight for both San Diego and Arizona. The final game of the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic. Both teams won their game yesterday in the tournament. They were scheduled to play each other anyway, but kind of a traditional championship game, if you will. Whoever wins today will be 2-0, be the champion of the tournament, if you will. LaVille with the spin move, too aggressive, offensive foul. Great job by Kira Okri. Draw the offensive foul there. It's first personal for LaVille. Second team foul for Arizona. Jade LaVille, the transfer from Arizona State, started her career off at Boise State. And in this tournament last season, as a member of the Sun Devils, had 34 points against San Diego, which is a career high for LaVille. Obviously knows how to have the experience playing in this arena from last season. With that, Arizona making a substitution. They're going with Kaylin Gilbert. And I mentioned a career high 25 points yesterday against Cal Baptist with a career high 4 rebounds. Has now upped her points per game to 12.4. Coming in as the number 31st best recruit in the class of 2022. Outstanding performance yesterday against Cal Baptist, and a bright future at the University of Arizona. So Pueyo is having an issue with her ear, and she's getting attended to by the training staff. Let's talk a little bit about Arizona's head coach, Nadia Marnia, in her 7th season at the helm of Arizona. She is a San Diego native, returning home to coach in her hometown here. Went to the University of Arizona, class of 1998, and has had a tremendous program with the Wildcats since taking over. Fields rips it away from Horstmeyer. Nice move against Okri, and off the glass and in. Arizona leads at 8-5 now. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Okri over to Kalfani at the top of the key. Waiting for a screen on Olinger. She tries to penetrate on the left side at the perimeter and stuck. Olinger at the top. 5:42 left. Hard contact, knocked out of play by Olinger. It'll be Arizona basketball. 8-5 lead for the Wildcats, as Gilbert will bring it across. Board against Kalfani. 5:28 to go here in the first quarter. 3-point lead for Arizona. Started the season 5-0. Coming into the tournament, averaging 93.3 points a game. Martinez can't get the roll off the rim, and Newbert's able to get the rebound. Kalfani now on the near side of the front court. Pumps it up to Olinger. Try to work a play there for Kalfani. Gets a screen from Okri, picks up her dribble, looks back to Okri. Okri with the right hand, 3-point basket, good. Near side arc, Kira Okri ties the game, 8 apiece. 31% 3-point shooter in her career here at the University of San Diego, up to a slower start from 3-point line here in 2022. And only a 17.1% mark, but still not enough data points in that, obviously. Fields in the left corner, over to Martinez at the left arc. Inside to Reese in the paint, going against Newbert. Draws contact, Newbert gets the rebound off the rim. Surrounded by Arizona Wildcats. Toreros have numbers. Kylie Horstmeyer, 15-footer, no good. Rebound tried to get by Kalfani. She couldn't handle it. Gilbert picks it up. Gilbert on the right side of the lane draws contact as Horstmeyer put her hands straight up in the air. It will be a foul against Kylie Horstmeyer, and Gilbert will shoot 2. And that will be a immediate timeout. Tied at 8 here in the first quarter of play. Final game of the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic right here on the West Coast Conference Network.
San Diego's top trial in the series personal injury law firm and San Diego's very biggest cases. In the cases in the news, we are almost always the lawyers involved. Our award-winning San Diego lawyers are the very best in the business. Gomez trial attorneys are proud to support USD Athletics and the 450 scholar athletes representing 17 sports. Fans, please turn your attention to the video board as we welcome today's junior captain of the game. Knox is a 3-year-old Torero fan from San Diego, California. Okay, Knox, on the count of 3, let's hear your loudest Go Toreros. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Knox. Featuring loud your Toreros all game long.
Eight all after the first media timeout of the first quarter. I'm Braden Soprenet, bringing the action on the West Coast Conference Network as Arizona and San Diego play the final game of the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic. Oh, into the timeout. Gilbert was fouled shooting. Kylie Horsemeyer, the guilty party on that foul. Her first personal, the team's second of the quarter. Gilbert makes her first free throw. Kaylin Gilbert, 5'8" freshman out of Tampa Bay, Florida. At the IMG Academy for high school. Number 31 recruit in 2022. Went off a 25-point performance in yesterday's game against Cal Baptist. Makes both free throws. And off to a good start coming off the bench with 2 points already. Trying to surround Maya Pace. And it's going to be a foul against Najee. Maya Najee. First personal. And Najee, 5-star prospects coming out of high school, out of Hopkins High School in Hopkins, Minnesota. #1 recruit in Arizona history. Number fifth best recruit, or 9th best recruit in all of 2022. Maya Pace for 3, that's no good. Or Eric Strupp tried to box out there. Gilbert hauls in the board. 3:44 to go here in the first quarter. Gilbert working a screen on Reese. Reese with the right hand, good. Off the block, hard shot there. Reese puts it home. As the ball gets knocked away. Kate Reese, a 2021 AP All-American honorable mention. She got the scoring started for herself today with 2 points. Had a great career for Arizona. Graduate, 6'2", coming out of Cypress, Texas. So San Diego turns it over, and Olinger and Newbert come back into the game from Husserman Carr. Laura Erikstrup. And Jess Finney was in for a short amount of time, but Akira Okri is back now. So 12-8 lead for Arizona, 3:31 left here in the first quarter. LaVille pulls up, works it across. Near side corner to Gilbert. Horsemeyer in defense. Gilbert tries to knock it away. Horsemeyer swats it, and Maya Pace picks it up. Maya Pace quickly now. Stopped her dribble, threw it back, got it intercepted, and then foul, trying to go for the ball. Pace disagrees with the call. But the foul is against Maya Pace, trying to get it back from Najee. And Arizona will inbound it now. 3:04 left in the first quarter. 4 turnovers for San Diego in the last 5 minutes of play. Gilbert, nice jump stop, reverse back. Najee with the rebound and puts it back. Najee gets her first 2 points in the game. So far, every Wildcat to play has 2 points. 2 points each. 14-8. Arizona on a 6-0 run in the last 1 minute and 18 seconds. Maya Pace with the left hand. Far side wing. Works it back. Penetrates behind the back in the lane. Too much. And Najee gets the board for Arizona. Gilbert moves it up quickly to Fields. Fields against Oakrey. Fields, right side, draws contact. Couple of bounces, not favorable for Arizona. Rebounded by Oakrey. Oakrey with the pass up forward and tried to get it to Horstmeyer, but LaVille knocks it away over the baseline and out of play. Laura Erickstrup will come back into the game for Amanda Olinger as Arizona takes the possession back. Arizona on a 6-0 run, like I mentioned, 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Final game of the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic. Reese works it to the near side. There's Gilbert over to LaVille in the front court. LaVille tries to go right side, gets cut off by Erickstrup. Takes a 3 instead. No good off the back end of the iron. And Najee and Erickstrup battle for the ball. Goes out of play off Erickstrup. And a fresh shot clock for Arizona as they inbound it for Arizona. A couple substitution changes. Madison Connor had herself a career day yesterday with 22 points against Cal Baptist, comes in, as well as Esme Martinez. Fields over the head of Oakrey. Oakrey got a piece of it. Fields works back and gets fouled in the process of shooting. This will be another foul against Kira Oakrey. Her second personal, team's third foul. Correction, fourth team foul. Third team foul of the quarter. Fields' first free throw, no good. Lauren Fields, 72% free throw shooter for the Wildcats. It's the second as Erickstrup gets a piece of it. Newbert gets knocked to the ground. Calfani in the lane, throws it back off of Najee's hands. Loose ball, and Finney is able to pick it up for San Diego in the front court. 1:25 left in the first quarter. Calfani calling out the play. Over to the far side to Finney. Finney on the far side arc. Up to Horstmeyer at the point. Horstmeyer kicks it back to Erickstrup. 7 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. Finney for 3, no good. Rebound attempt by Erickstrup. And it gets knocked out of play by Najee. So it'll be San Diego basketball underneath the basket. Fresh shot clock, 1:10 left in the first quarter. 14-8 lead for Arizona. Inbounds, Finney, jump shot in the short corner, no good. Foul in the paint against Erickstrup. So Laura Erickstrup with the foul. First team foul, first personal. Fourth team foul. Correction, fifth team foul. Najee's first free throw, no good. Missed the second. 14-8 lead for Arizona. 1 minute to go in the quarter. Calfani quickly up to the elbow on the jump stop. Over to Finney in the far side arc. As Finney slows it down in the front court. Top of the key. Erickstrup to a cutting Finney. Underneath the basket. Gets swatted by Martinez. And Connor picks it up. In transition, Gilbert, floater, good. Nice layup there by Gilbert. It's now 16-8 as Arizona has doubled their lead. Martinez now makes it an 18-8 ball game as Arizona's on a 10-0 run. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Last spot here for San Diego before the end of the first quarter as they play for the final shot. Calfani to the left side, working against Gilbert, down to 14 seconds. 18-8 lead for Arizona. 14-3 run for Arizona for the last 5 minutes of play. They force yet another turnover. Here comes Gilbert, 3 seconds to shoot, maintains the balance, gets the shot off, no good. Arizona ends the first quarter on a 10-0 run and takes an 18-8 lead into quarter number 2. We'll be back with quarter number 2 on the West Coast Conference Network. Arizona ends the first quarter on a 10-0 run. They lead at 18-8 here in quarter number 2. Final game of the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic. Thanks again for tuning in to the broadcast tonight on the West Coast Conference Network. I'm Braden Soprenet. Alfani picks up her dribble on the first possession for San Diego coming into the quarter. Ball gets knocked around. Last touch by Madison Connor. And San Diego will keep the ball as Kira Okri and Maya Pace come into the game for San Diego coming out of the quarter break. First quarter stats, 42% from the field for Arizona, 0 for 2 from 3, 50% at the free throw line. San Diego, 23%, only 3 for 13 from the field, 25% from 3, and also 50% at the free throw line. Gilbert, 10-footer, no. Passed over to Martinez, that doesn't go. Okri with the rebound, picks up her dribble, finds Pace on the near sideline. Pace across the timeline, work at the left hand, picks up, dribble, cutting his Eric Strupp on the baseline, and the lay-in is good. So that cuts the 10-0 run by Arizona. It's now 18-10. Eric Strupp with their first points of the match, or the game. Connor, baseline, far side corner. Gilbert, far side arc. Passes, try to get to Naji, intercepted by San Diego. And a good defensive possession again for the Toreros. By a Pace. Swiftly moves across the court, cuts through the defense like a knife through butter. And it's now 18-12, and Arizona calls a timeout. Arizona calls the timeout after a nice little 4-0 run by San Diego. Arizona leading at 18-12. Talk a little bit about San Diego's head coach, Cindy Fisher. She was named the University of San Diego women's head basketball coach on April 19, 2005. In her 18th season, she's guided the Toreros to 6 20-win seasons in the past 11 years and 9 postseason appearances since taking over as head coach. Fisher has coached 3 West Coast Conference Defensive Players of the Year, 1 West Coast Conference Player of the Year, and dozens of all West Coast Conference honorees since arriving on campus in 2005. She's the head coach for USD since 05. She was an assistant coach at Wyoming from 03 to 05. Head coach at Wyoming, assistant coach at Nebraska from 03 to 05. Head coach at Wyoming from 98 to 03. And assistant coach at Old Dominion and Weber State. Spent her playing days at Arizona State. Obviously the arch nemesis of the Arizona Wildcats as they battle in all sports for the Territorial Cup, the Sun Devils and the Wildcats. Cindy Fisher trying to get a piece of that today against Arizona. The Wildcats football program yesterday knocked off Arizona State for the first time in 5 seasons in the Territorial Cup. 15th ranked Arizona Wildcats lead at 18-12, 8:46 to go in the second quarter. Gilbert left all alone in the corner, misses the 3. Najee gets the rebound, and a spin move is too much as she hits Casey Newbert. Offensive foul against Najee. Najee's second personal foul, and it's the first team foul for Arizona in the second quarter. Newbert with the inbounds pass, full court press for Arizona. Sheffy mishandles it, gets trapped in the corner, loses the handle, throws it away out of bounds. So Veronica Sheffy, tough start to coming into the game. A tough pass, a little bit of a loose handle there, and unfortunately got trapped in the corner. Nothing much more she could do there. So a tough turnover there for San Diego, their 9th turnover of the game. And Gilbert will inbound it. Over to Reese, a handoff to Gilbert. Gilbert drives into the lane, can't get it to go, draws contact, no foul. Erickstrom picks up the rebound and gets it up to Sheffy, now point guard for San Diego. Erickstrom, top of the key to a cutting Horsemeyer, throws it over her head and into the hands of Reese, who gets a steal. Up to Puello to Gilbert, near side arc, up to the left side elbow, and back out to Connor. Top of the key to Puello, who calls out the play with 2 fingers in the air, and then cuts back to the left, working on a screen from Reese, stops her momentum, kicks it back out to Najee. Najee now drives right side, off the glass and in. And Najee makes it an 8-point game in favor of Arizona. They lead at 20-12. 7:45 left in the second quarter. Sheffy calling out the offense as she brings it across the timeline, now in the front court on the left side, up to Erickstrom. Erickstrom with the right hand, going against Najee. It's gonna be a foul. That's a foul on Najee. Najee's 3rd personal, 2nd team foul for the quarter, and she'll take a little time off as Martinez comes back into the game, as well as LaVille for Gilbert. Inbounds pass, try to get to Horsemeyer, threw it behind her. Loose ball as Carr fights for it with Martinez. Martinez wins the battle. Martinez briskly brings it up the court and passes it back to Puello. Try to get a screen from Reese. Reese now cuts to the basket as they position over to Connor on the far side arc. Back into Reese, pivots once, throws it back, had nothing there. Puello, right side, gets it knocked away by Carr and picked off by Sheffy, who then loses the handle, falls on the ground, tries to find an outlet, gets it to Oakrey, and Cindy Fisher calls the timeout. 6:59 left here in the second quarter. So we talked a little bit about Cindy Fisher, the head coach for San Diego. Briefly talked about Adia Barnes, correction. Lydia Barnes in her 7th season as the head coach of the University of Arizona, where she spent her time as a player. 110-74 record at the University of Arizona. She played there from 94 to 98 and then went on to play in the WNBA for Sacramento, Minnesota, Cleveland, and Seattle. Finished as Arizona's all-time scoring leader, 2,237 points, 3-time All Pac-10 selection, 14th on the all-time Pac-12 scoring list, a U.S. BWA first-team All-American in 1998, and now in her 7th season as the head coach at her alma mater at the University of Arizona. Kira Oakrey's wide open in the lane and is able to put it home. 20-14 now in favor of Arizona. It's a 6-point game. 3-pointer for LaVille, no good. Horstmeyer grabs it off the rim and brings it up the court. Over to Sheffy. Sheffy to Carr at the top of the key. Carr, left-handed dribble, pumps once, then flicks back. Goes to a pivot as they get it to Sheffy. Carr gets the ball knocked away. Martinez a little bit too aggressive. Second personal foul for Martinez. And the third team foul of the quarter. Horstmeyer off the block, can't get it to go. Loose ball, and picked up by Paris Clark. Paris Clark kicks it out to LaVille on the far corner. LaVille back to the near side to Puello. At the top of the key, gets the call from Barnes. Foul against Kira Oakrey, already her 3rd personal foul. Be the first team foul, though, of the quarter for San Diego. LaVille on the cut, and the short corner on the right side makes it, and it's 22-14. Jeffrey right side, cuts it back. Maya Pace now at the top of the key. Tries to work a screen from Carr, and a foul on the floor, and it's going to be a bit against Paris Clark. First personal foul for Paris Clark. It is the 4th team foul for Arizona in the quarter. So Veronica Sheffy will inbound it now. Maya Pace, block extended, works back with the left hand, and on the near side arc, trying to work off the screen, and it's an offensive foul. It's going to be against Carr, and that's her first personal, and is the 2nd team foul for San Diego the quarter. LaVille over to Clark. Clark to Reese off the block. Too strong. Newbert with the rebound. And Newbert's going to bring it up the court. Up to Sheffy now. Right side. And a deep 2 for Sheffy. Rattles in and out. Newbert with the putback. That's no good. Sheffy gets the rebound. And drops it in. As Paris Clark is a little shaken up after that. Veronica Sheffy with the 2 points. It's now 22-16 in favor of Arizona. So Lauren Fields will check in for Paris Clark as we go to a media timeout. 22-16 lead for Arizona. 4:50 left in the 2nd quarter. 22-16 lead for Arizona. 4:46 left in the second quarter. Final game of the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic. LaVille in the paint, kicks it outside to Fields. Fields out to Martinez on the near side arc. Around the horn, Playo for three, far side wing, good. 25-16 in favor of the Wildcats. Sheffy to the left now at the top of the key. Works it back to the far side. Arc under some pressure. Newbert inside to Carr. Carr with a nice move. And 2 points for Harsamrun Carr to make it a 25-18 game. 4:04 left in the second quarter. Fields left unattended in the corner. And unattended again. She'll take the three this time, and Carr will out-rebound Reese. Carr with the rebound, pulls in the board under 4 minutes to go before halftime. Newbert in the paint, that's good. 25-20, it's now a 5-point game in favor of Arizona. San Diego's outscored the Wildcats 12-7 here in the second quarter. Playo in the middle to Reese. Reese out to Fields. Fields back to Playo on the near side wing. Martinez with an 18-footer off the front of the rim. Reese gets the rebound. Newbert fights for it. Alternating possession, staying with the Wildcats. Playo with the inbound to LaVille. LaVille gets fouled on the fadeaway shot in the near side short corner. So LaVille will be shooting two. Ayana Kalfani comes in.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Not the line. Shooting two.
So foul is on Jess Finney as LaVille misses her first free throw. It's Finney's first foul, and it's the team's third of the quarter. LaVille's second free throw, good. LaVille with 5 points now for the Wildcats, 26-20 in favor of Arizona, 3:20 to go before the halftime. Maya Pace bringing it up the court as Playo picks her up at the midline. And a foul inside, and it's against Martinez. So that's Martinez's third personal foul. So both of the post players for Arizona have 3 fouls each. Martinez has 3 fouls, and Najee has 3 fouls. Harsamrun Carr to shoot free throws. First one, no good. A little bit too strong there for Carr, our 50% free throw shooter this season. Second free throw is good. 26-21, back to a 5-point lead for Arizona. Full court press by San Diego. Reese tries to break the press over to Playo, back to Reese. 3 seconds to spare at the 10-second rule. Under 3 minutes to go. Reese at the elbow inside to Najee, and Najee gets it to go. He just checked in, and a travel called against Kalfani. In fact, it's going to be a travel against Fields. So Fields takes it out of Kalfani's hands and then travels. Although it's going to be, no, it is going to be a travel against Kalfani. So Arizona will have the ball underneath the basket. Another turnover for San Diego. 7-point lead for the Wildcats. LaVille on the jump shot, no good. Carr picks it up, dishes it off to Sheffy. On the far side arc, throws it back to Pace and steps out of bounds. Tough throw and pass to Maya Pace. She goes over to tell Sheffy everything's good. So another turnover for San Diego. It's their 13th turnover of the game. As Arizona's been able to score 10 points off of San Diego's turnovers tonight. 28-21, 2:22 to go before halftime. Lauren Fields picks up her dribble, looks back to the right, gets it to Puello. 7 seconds to shoot. Puello trying to work off the screen. 3 seconds to shoot. Puello with the three and beats the buzzer and hits it. 10-point lead for the Wildcats. San Diego in transition, trying to get up to Newbert. Pass gets thrown away by Calfani. And another turnover for San Diego, their 14th of the night. A really tough sequence there for San Diego, as Arizona now leads it 31-21 and have scored 13 points off turnovers. Fields at the block, puts it up, no good. Carr tips it to herself, gets in the board. 90 seconds to go before halftime. By a pace, penetrates, gets stuffed by the rim. Puello picks it up. Got LaVille in transition. LaVille, soft left-handed lay-in. 33-21. A minute 20 to go before halftime. Kylie Horsemeyer will bring it across court for San Diego. Into the front court on the left side. San Diego moving from left to right. 33-21 lead for Arizona. Horsemeyer goes left side, gets cut off. 12 seconds to shoot. Sheffy under pressure, back out to Horsemeyer. 7 seconds to shoot. Horsemeyer throws it away. It's tipped away by Puello. Puello with a tough layup, makes it, and draws contact. Count the bucket. She'll be shooting to make it a three-point play. So a 35-21 lead now for Arizona, as they're on a 9-0 run here to end the second quarter with 46 seconds left. They ended the first quarter on a 10-0 run, as they now lead it 35-21. 2-touchdown lead for Arizona. Puello to complete the three-point play. She does. She has 11 on the night. And Arizona, just like they did in quarter number one, are on a 10-0 run at the end of quarter number two. 37 seconds left in the half. Still some time between the shot clock and the game clock. Pace to Carr at the perimeter. Carr inside to Erickstrup, posting up. Puts up a shot, no good. 20 seconds left for Arizona. They do not have to shoot before the end. Puello to play for the final shot, up to Reese. 7 seconds left. Reese picks up her dribble at the short corner. LaVille with 3 seconds to shoot. A long two, no good. Rebounded by Finney, and that'll do it for one half of play. Arizona ends quarter number one and quarter number two, both on a 10-0 run, as they take a 36-21 lead going into halftime. Be back with the second half of play coming up next on the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic on the West Coast Conference Network. Arizona leading at 36-21 after one half of play. San Diego with the possession and gets the second half started. Final game of the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic. Kofani too strong, and Martinez gets the rebound. Braden Sabretta bringing the action tonight on the West Coast Conference Network. Reese inside, off the glass and in. And it's now 38-21. Arizona finished the first quarter and second quarter the same, both on 10-0 runs. And tonight, some first half numbers. Arizona shot 41% from the field to San Diego's 38%, as Arizona was 15 for 37 from the field, 2 for 7 from three-point land, 29% to 25% compared to USD. San Diego only had 4 free throws, were 2 for 4. Arizona missed a little bit more than that. They shot 44% for the charity strike, 4 for 9. 16 turnovers for San Diego is kind of the big difference in this game today. Deep 2 for Kofani, doesn't go. LaVille bringing it across court against Oakley, right hand, and a block foul against Oakley. So not only did San Diego have 16 turnovers, Arizona had 16 points off of the 16 turnovers from San Diego. Rebounds pretty much the same, 20 for San Diego, 19 for Arizona in the first half. Arizona had 7 second chance points to San Diego's 3, 10 bench points for the Wildcats as well. And Arizona did a lot better in the paint and on fast breaks, as outscored San Diego 22-14 in the paint and 15-2 on fast break points. Second free throw for LaVille is good after missing the first one. So San Diego down 39-21. Have to roar back in this one. Maya Pace kicks it out. Horstmeyer, short corner on the right side, off the back end of the rim. Rebounded by LaVille, up to Puello, back to LaVille, but intercepted by Finney. Finney now trying to outrun Puello, and she lays it in for 2. 39-23, 8:35 left in the third quarter. Puello picks up her dribble and gets it across the court up to Fields. Fields gets past Newbert, slows it down, dribbles behind her back, cuts inside, and draws the foul on the left block. Foul will be on Amanda Olinger. Olinger's first personal foul. And that's the second team foul for San Diego. 39-23. Fields rattled around the rim and in. 40-23 as Fields makes both of the free throws. It's now 41-23. Fields now with 4 points. Puello has the lead for Arizona with 11. San Diego's leading scorer, Kira Oakley and Maya Pace. Oakley has 4 fouls. Spend some time on the bench a little bit here as Olinger is in the middle. It's off touch, no good. Martinez gets the rebound for Arizona. Puello now on the left. Martinez at the top. Down inside to Reese, foul on Olinger. And Reese will shoot 2. Second personal on Olinger. The third team foul already for San Diego here in the third quarter. Kate Reese, first free throw attempts of the night, has 4 points on the night and makes the first for her 5th point. Reese, as I mentioned, a 2021 AP All-American honorable mention, has had a great career for Arizona. Won the 2019 University of Arizona Freshman Female Athlete of the Year Award. Put together multiple great seasons, 2020, 2021, and 2022, all Pac-12 team, 4-time Pac-12 Player of the Week, and a 3-time Pac-12 Freshman Player of the Week back in 2019. Maya Pace with the good jump shot makes it 43-25, 7:25 left in the third quarter. Pace has 7 tonight. Reese throws it up and lands on Newbert's face. Foul will be against Casey Newbert, and Reese will shoot 2 more.
First personal foul, 14 foul for ESP. Now at the line shooting 2 for Arizona for the 25.
So Reese back at the charity strike, made her first 2, made her third. As I was mentioning, 2021 AP All-American, 2019 Pac-12 All-Freshman team, 3-time Pac-12 Freshman Player of the Week when she was a freshman in 2019. She won the UA Freshman Female Athlete of the Year award. And with an extra year because of COVID, is playing her final year at Arizona. Maya Pace gets her own rebound, puts it back. That's Pace's 9th point of the night. 45-27. Full court press by the Toreros. Martinez breaks it. She penetrates, kicks it out to Reese, around the horn to Puello. Puello now in the paint, down to Martinez, and great offensive work there for the Wildcats. It's now a 20-point lead for Arizona, 47-27. Pace, right block, off the glass and in. She's got 11. Coast to coast though, LaVille catches Torero's defense sleeping, and Cindy Fisher's gonna call a timeout, 6:33 left here in the third quarter. 49-29 lead for Arizona. A 30-second timeout. It will be immediate timeout. We'll take a quick break. Arizona leading at 49-29 on the West Coast Conference Network.
Your Toreros now offers new ticket packages. Get your name on the video board when you purchase a new package. For more information, call 619-260-7989.
Arizona has a 20-point lead on San Diego here in the third quarter. After the immediate timeout, 6:33 left. As we're in the final game of the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic, San Diego won game 1 to start the tournament, 57-56. Arizona won yesterday, 81-63 over Cal Baptist. Game 3 today between Cal Baptist and Idaho State. Idaho State was able to beat the Lancers 61-55. As we're in the final game here. Jeffy with inbound to Horstmeyer. Pressed by Arizona. Jeffy tiptoes down the sideline. Jump shot in front of Martinez, a little bit short. Ollinger tried to come in and get a rebound, got a piece of it, loses it. Sheffy battled for the ball and last touched it, so it will be Arizona basketball. Another turnover for San Diego. Clark inside, no good. Olinger wipes it off the glass, passes it up to Maya Pace, kicks it out, tried to find Sheffy there. And another good hustle play by Paris Clark, knocked it away. Will remain San Diego basketball underneath the hoop. Pace leads the team with 11 points. She's averaging 10.7 a game. Horstmeyer for 2, good. Her first points of the night. 49-31. Gilbert with the step back, good. Kaylin Gilbert, 6 points on the night. A career high 25 last night. And a really good player for Arizona with a bright future for the Wildcats. 20-point lead still for the Wildcats. Puello with the foul, her first personal. Alfani will be shooting, or correction, Sheffield will be shooting 2. 5:21 left in the third quarter. 51-31 in favor of Arizona. Sheffy's first free throw, no good. Sheffy in her freshman year, 50% free throw shooter coming into tonight, 0 for 1. And now 0 for 2. Clark with the rebound. Pace tried to go for the steal. Was tipped away just enough as Gilbert knocked it to Sheffy. San Diego now on the attack, and a reaching foul by Reese. The foul is on Kate Reese, her first personal. Will be the team's third team foul of the quarter. As Kalfani goes into Sheffy. Sheffy's got a lane. Sheffy picks up her dribble, and with the jump shot, no good. Misses it to the left. Olinger, short corner, misses the shot. Sheffy went up and grabbed a little bit of the board, but it will be an alternating possession in favor of the Wildcats. And we'll take another media timeout. 51-31, Arizona leading it by 20 on the West Coast Conference Network.
USD Athletics would like to thank Adrian Tribune for being the official partner of USD Athletics. Thank you for your support of the Toreros. Your USD men's basketball team returns on Monday, November 28th as they host Longwood. Tip-off is set for 6 p.m. For more information, purchase your tickets today. Visit USDToreros.com.
Arizona with a 20-point lead. They have gone on multiple runs. Their largest tonight has been 13-0 run. They ended the first quarter and the second quarter both on 10-0 runs. As Arizona throws it away, but it goes off of a Torero, so they will still have the ball. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The defense for San Diego forces a 5-second violation against Arizona. Madison Connor couldn't find any open Wildcats, and so a good forced turnover there for San Diego. Cutting the basket is Sheffy. Is Calfani. Pass from Sheffy goes off of Calfani and out of bounds, and San Diego just hands the ball back to Arizona. Martinez cutting, comes back, gets it across the timeline, plenty of time to spare. Still looking for somebody to dish it out to, decides to take it herself, gets blocked by Ollinger. Gilbert picks it up before it goes out of play. 10 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. Gilbert brings it up to the front court and calls out her offense. Works to the right, 3 seconds to shoot, 2, 1. Barely gets it off, rebounded by Fields for Arizona. Fresh shot clock for the Wildcats. Fields open for a 3, pumps, drives there instead. Calfani trying to get the rebound, and the ball goes out of play.
There we go. Now we're good.
So San Diego will inbound the throw, inbound it. Fani gets it in. Sheffy gets it in. Up to Horsemeyer. Horsemeyer backs to Sheffy as she brings it across the timeline. Under 4 minutes to go in the quarter. 51-31 lead for Arizona. Sheffy draws the foul. Trying to take a charge there.
Foul on the Wildcats, number 4, Madison Connor. The first personal foul. And a 14th foul. Now at the line for the Toreros.
So the officials are talking this one over. Coach Barnes know what's going on. As Sheffy will shoot 2 free throws for San Diego. San Diego hadn't been able to score in the last 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Veronica Sheffy, 0 for 2 today from the free throw line. First free throw, good. 1 for 3. Sheffy's second free throw. A nice carom off the back end of the rim and in. Makes it an 18-point game in favor of the Wildcats. 3:45 left in the third quarter. Fields across the timeline now. Working against Afiki. Stops her momentum. Goes to a pivot foot. And a 3-second violation against Fields. The Guerreros force a turnover as Puello comes into the game for the Wildcats. Puello comes in for Gilbert. A little bit of confusion there. What the sub was going to be. Arizona with some press, now pulls back as Calfani calls out the offense in the front court. Calfani moves it straight away. And back to Horsemeyer, takes over at the top of the key. In between the circles. Sheffy, near side Olinger, handles it for a second, gets it back to Sheffy. 7 seconds to shoot. Sheffy drives. Sheffy draws a foul.
Foul on the Wildcats, 113, Coletta Cuello. Their second personal foul, 15 foul for Arizona.
So San Diego now in the bonus for the remainder of the third quarter, as Sheffield will go back to the free throw line. 2 for 4 tonight from the free throw line. 3 for 5. Sheffy now with 5 points. Missing the second. Connor pulls it in for Arizona. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Cuello, center line, cuts back, gets a screen from Najee, and then another screen, works back to the left hand. Free throw line extended on the left side, makes the jump shot. 53-34. 21-point lead. Correction, 19-point lead. Jump shot, no good from Kofani. Olinger. Near side Kofani into Afiki, draws the foul. Elasunga Afiki, the freshman at San Bruno, California, getting some minutes. Gonna go to the free throw line. Hasn't attempted a free throw all season. Afiki's first free throw, no good. Second. It's good. So Afiaki is able to make the second free throw, and Arizona turns it over. Inbounds pass to Olinger. Back to Sheffy, uses Olinger as a screen. Left-handed layup is good. Veronica Sheffy makes it a 53-37 game in favor of the Wildcats. Sheffy's 7th point of the night, ties a career high with 7 points against USC on November 15th. 2-point basket for Najee. Foul will be on Amanda Olinger. That'll be her third. 55-37 lead for Arizona. Maya Pace comes back into the game for San Diego. Najee completes the 3-point play. 56-37, 2:01 left here in the third quarter. Horstmeyer brings it up after Sheffy inbounded it, passed it back to Sheffy. Across the timeline. Far side wing, left-handed dribble. Stops with its floater, no good. Rebound, Martinez works it up to Gilbert. Gilbert with a head of steam, slows it down on the right side arc as Arizona goes from left to right. Calling the screen from Najee, cuts to the left, inside the lane. 3-point basket for Connor, no good. Mad dash for the ball. Martinez picks it up on the right corner. Rainbow pass to the far side to Connor. Connor inside, loses it, picks it back up, dishes it to Martinez, takes a 3, no good. Najee with the rebound, back out to Cuello. And inside to Najee. Najee makes contact, throws to Martinez, drives baseline underneath the basket, count the bucket. And Martinez will be going for 3 points here at the free throw line. 56-37 lead for Arizona, 58-37 lead for Arizona, 1:10 left here in the third quarter. Martinez trying to complete the 3-point play, does. 59-37. 22-point lead for Arizona, their largest lead of the night. On a 6-0 run in the last minute with 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Ollinger for 3. Good. Amanda Ollinger, nothing but net on the 3-point basket. 59-40. Pueyo inside the Najee. Najee spins, loses control, regains her balance, flips it up with the left hand and in. 61-40. Afiaki gets fouled. Pueyo can't believe it. That's Pueyo's 3rd personal. And Afiaki will now shoot 2 at the line. Down 21 points.
Number 13, Leonard Pueyo. For 13 foul. Now at the line for the Toreros, number 21, Afiaki.
Afiaki, first free throw, good. Afiaki getting some playing time tonight. 2 points the most against Lipscomb. And has 2 points tonight as it's a 20-point lead for the Wildcats. 29 seconds left in the quarter. Pueyo inside to Najee, back out to Martinez. Gilbert thought about a 3, drives inside the lane instead. Count the bucket, and she's thinking about maybe adding to it with a 3-point play. 18.9 ticks left on the clock. Gilbert with 8 points now as Arizona leads at 63 to 41. Afiaki with the foul, Gilbert with the free throw, no good. Martinez puts it back, also not good. And Ollinger hauls it in. Horstmeyer with 12 seconds left, brings it up the court, slows it down, gets it over to Sheffy, down to 7 to shoot. Sheffy working back to the left, 3 seconds left, nowhere to go, throws up a shot off the front end of the rim, and no good. 3 quarters of play in the books, got 1 quarter left. Arizona leading at 63-41 on the West Coast Conference Network.
The Power Forward Club is the main fundraising arm for USD women's basketball team, providing funds to sustain and elevate the championship caliber NCAA Division I basketball program. Thank you to our 2022-2023 Power Forward Club investors. We now like to recognize investors at the $2,000 level and above. Thank you to Gary Finney, Dr. James Harris, Mary Ann Lynch, and Wolfgang Stoltz, Tyrone and Melissa Sheffy. Thank you for your support on USD Athletics.
Final quarter of the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic. Arizona with a commanding 63-41 lead. Arizona outscored San Diego 18-8 in quarter number 1. Outscored them 18-13 in quarter 2 and 27-20 in quarter number 3 to give them a 63-41 lead over the Toreros. Maya Pace, who leads the team in points, has the possession for San Diego. She has 11 points tonight. Sheffy with 5 seconds to shoot, cuts back, jumps up, and travels. Harris Clark with some suffocating defense on that one. Another turnover for San Diego. 18 turnovers for the Toreros tonight. Gilbert off the screen from Najee. 15-footer, no good. San Diego with the rebound, and Sheffy bringing up the floor. 9:06 left in the fourth quarter. Erikstrup over to Pace. Pace from the free throw line. Too strong. Horstmeyer able to steal it back and lay it in. Good score there for Kylie Horstmeyer. 4 points on the night. It's a 20-point game. Harris Clark fumbles it and it rolls out of play, but it will be Arizona basketball. Jess Finney comes in for San Diego. Puello with the inbound, gets it over to Clark. And the front court. Clark on the right side, back to Puello on the far side of the arc. Gilbert works it back, 10 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. Kaylin Gilbert on the left side. Left-handed dribble, the layup, no good. Rebounded by Casey Newbert. Kalfani up the court to Maya Pace. Pace, rainbow pass to the far side, Finney. Finney on the far side arc, tried to throw it past Puello, kicks it out of play. And it'll be San Diego basketball. Kalfani inbounds pass, Erikstrup underneath the basket, and a good reverse layup there for Laura Erikstrup. 63-45. 8 minutes to go. Reese at the top, cuts back. There's Puello now. Inside the lane, right-handed layup, no, doesn't go. And Najee draws the foul.
Foul by number 11,
Erikstrup's second personal foul. Be the team's first of the quarter. Nachi's first free throw is good. Got 12 points on the night. Misses the second. Rebound, Erikstrup. Jess Finney across now. San Diego tries to go quickly. Finney right side. Back to Maya Pace. Top of the key to Newbert. Newbert on the left. Over to Maya Pace in the corner. Pace, left block. Picks up her dribble. Out to Erikstrup. 9 to shoot. Finney for 3. Yes! Jess Finney, 3-point basket. She has 5 points on the night. 64-48 in favor of Arizona. Hilton in the game for the first time tonight. Amaya Hilton. It's knocked away by Newbert, up to Finney. Here's Kalfani, slowing it down across court. Maya Pace, jump shot, floater, good. Maya Pace makes it a 14-point game. Maya Pace now has 13 points on the night. Clark, Arizona with numbers. Hilton, Najee, layup, good. 66-50. Kalfani across the midline, handoff to Maya Pace. 6:20 to go in the game. Pace back to Kalfani. Thought about going to Pace. Top of the key. Erikstrup tried to work it into Pace. And Pace gets fouled by Gilbert trying to go for the ball.
Foul number 15, Gilbert, Wildcats. First personal foul, first team foul in the fourth quarter for Arizona.
66-50 lead now for Arizona. Kalfani underneath the basket will inbound it for San Diego. Goes to Kira Okri at the top of the key. She's back in for the first time in a long time, as she has only played 13 minutes tonight with her 4 fouls that she has. Newbert at the point, inside to Erikstrup. And a good job by Erickstrup to post up against Martinez. 66-52. That's going to be a timeout on the floor. And we're going to take a timeout as well. 5:59 left. 66-52 in favor of Arizona here on the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic.
Hey, Toledo fans, visit your local Jersey Mike Subs location tomorrow for the game ticket. And receive a 10% discount on your order. Jersey Mike's, proudly supporting USD Athletics. Fans, it's time for today.
66-52 lead for Arizona. 5:59 left here in the fourth quarter. On the West Coast Conference Network, I'm Braden Soprenet. Final game of the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic. Arizona, 15th team in the country, trying to improve to 6-0 on the season and extend their winning streak in the month of November. And outstanding in November. As Puello finds the net again, 68-52. Jump shot by Puello, she's got 15 tonight, which is good enough for a season high. Beats out her 9 points against LMU back on November 18th. Puello 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. 4 assists tie a season high that she has had as well. She had 4 against Long Beach State on November 20th. Afani with the inbound, stolen by Puello. Puello coast to coast, layup, good. 17 points for Puello tonight. Puello's got 17, LaVille's got 10, Najee's got 14, and Arizona, well, the weapons that they have can find different areas and different players to carry their team in terms of points. Newbert tried to draw a foul, no contact enough. Martinez hauls it in. And dishes back to Puello under 5 minutes to go. 70-52 lead for Arizona. Puello for 3. Yes. Puello's got 20 points. (73-52). Elena Puello has surpassed her career high of 15, in which she has done that multiple times, last coming against Oregon State, January of 2021. Reese, coast to coast, draws the foul. She goes hard into the baseline, gets helped up. And Reese will shoot again from the free throw line. So Puello with 20 points tonight sets a career high at 15 against Oregon State on January 17, 2021. Obviously surpassing her season high of 9 this season. Arizona on a 7-0 run here in the fourth quarter. Reese's first free throw, good, 74-52. Second free throw, no good. Erickstrup pulls it in. 74-52. minutes and 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pace loses it, trying to find an outlet, a dive for the ball. Pueyo's got it, and adding to her career high with 22 points. It's now 76-52, and another turnover for San Diego. Been a tough night tonight for San Diego, 20 turnovers, in which Arizona has scored 20 points off of those 20 turnovers. 21 turnovers actually now after that one. Rebounds, Arizona's out rebounded San Diego 39-31. Second chance points 13-6. San Diego's had more points coming off their bench with 27-22. And Arizona's had 6 more points in the paint with 40-34. LaVille down to Najee. Najee has 14 points tonight. That's tied for a career high that she had against Cal State Northridge on November 13th. Ten seconds on the shot clock for Arizona. Pueyo with the inbound, top of the key, Fields down to 7. Pueyo working inside, Reese, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, kicks it out, 2 seconds. LaVille gets it off, hits the 3. LaVille, 13 points. And it looks like they're going to take a look at it. It looked like she got it off just in time. And if that 3-point stands, it will give LaVille 13 points tonight. And give Arizona a 79-52 lead. Arizona on a 15-2 run for the last 3 minutes and 16 seconds. If they took a look on whether or not the 3-point bucket will count, it will after a short review. 79-52. Arizona going on a run here to finish up the fourth quarter, as they did to finish up the first and second quarter. Kira Okri, top of the key, over to Maya Pace, cutting into the lane is Okri, and she gets tackled underneath the basket. LaVille went in hard and went over the top of Okri. And Okri's okay. Tough foul there, as it was unintentional.
Foul on the Wildcats, number 32, LaVille. The third personal foul. And the third team foul on the Wildcats.
So that's LaVille's third personal. Be the third team foul for the Wildcats this quarter. Kira Okri will shoot from the free throw line. Her first free throw, good. So good, barely moved the net as it went through the cylinder. 79-53. Kira Okri's second free throw, also good. She has 7 points on the night. Full court press from San Diego, 3 minutes to go. Reese across court, near side LaVille. LaVille working back with the left hand in the lane, cuts up, floater, no good. Sheffy knocked it right back to LaVille, who put it up and drew contact as it went through the cylinder. So 81-54 lead now for Arizona's LaVille has 15 points and looking to complete the 3-point play. No good. Reese, rebound, puts it back up. No good. Battle for the ball yet again. Erickstrup dives for it. Reese wraps her arms around it as well. And it will be an alternating possession in favor of Arizona. Paris Clark comes back into the game for Arizona, as well as Hilton, Lamaya Hilton. Gilbert with the inbound. Najee loses it. Horstmeyer jumps on it. Erickstrup picks it up, passes it up to Courtney Riston. Riston stops her dribble, puts it in, but travels in the process. Traveling violation against Courtney Riston. Turn the ball over for San Diego. Clark with the right-handed dribble. Teardrop no good. Erikstrup corrals it for San Diego. Cutting across, Maya Pace. She brings it along. 2:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. 81-54 lead for Arizona. Maya Pace. Say Okri cut to the basket. Okri too strong. Misses the rim, and under 2 minutes to go, Arizona takes over. 81-54. Gilbert worked back. Naji, 3-point. Good. Naji's got 17, a career high. Pace, floater, good. And with that, Cindy Fisher's going to call a timeout with 97 seconds left in the game. 84-56 lead for Arizona. Maya Naji has set a career high in points tonight, 17 points in her freshman campaign against San Diego. It surpasses the 14 she had against Cal State Northridge on November 13th. 7 for 7 from the field, 1 for 1 from the three-point line. Missed 3 free throws. She's 2 for 5, 7 rebounds, and an assist. And a good night for Maya Naji, a good night for Helena Puello. For the Wildcats, she had 22. LaVille has 15. For San Diego, Maya Pace, leader in the clubhouse tonight with 15 points. Followed by Sheffy and Okri both having 7. Sheffy ties a season and career high with 7 points, as she ties the mark she had against Southern California back on November 15th. Coming out of the timeout, San Diego going to the bench. Courtney Riston stays in the game. Harsimran Kaur is in, as well as Claire Gallagher. Reese with the inbound. San Diego in a full court press, 90 seconds to go. Reese brings it back across, picks up her dribble, looks for an outlet. Clark, uncontested 3, no good. Rebounded by Gallagher. San Diego slows it down now with 1:20 to go. 84-56 lead for Arizona. Gallagher with the left hand inside, tried to get it to Riston, knocked away. Gilbert tried to go for it and got upended by Gallagher. First personal against Gallagher. It is the 4th team foul this quarter. So after today's game, San Diego will host another tournament here next weekend. Naji drives the lane, draws the foul. San Diego will be hosting New Mexico State and Nevada in the next tournament here at the Jenny Craig Pavilion. It will happen on Saturday and Sunday. Idaho also coming to town. They will not play the Toreros, but play Nevada and New Mexico State. San Diego will play New Mexico State on Saturday, December 3rd at 2 o'clock, followed by Idaho versus Nevada at 4. And then on Sunday, Idaho will play New Mexico State at 2 o'clock, and Nevada will take on San Diego at 4. That'll be the final tournament in the non-conference schedule for San Diego, as Naji misses her free throws. As for Arizona, they will travel to New Mexico to take on the Lobos next Sunday at 1 o'clock before hosting the Kansas Jayhawks and Texas Southern. Carr in the paint, draws the foul. And then after that, on December 18th, Pac-12 Coast-to-Coast Challenge, as Arizona will take on the Baylor Bears at the American Airlines Arena in Dallas, Texas, home of the Mavericks and the Stars. So Carr makes the free throw. It's now 84-57. After that, both teams will play one more game in non-conference and get in the conference play. San Diego in the West Coast Conference, Arizona in the Pac-12. Both teams picked 7th in their respective conferences. Surprisingly enough. Gilbert with the shot, no good. And a turnover. So final seconds here for USD. Gallagher, left hand, no good. Rebound, Gilbert, foul. Called against Carr.
First personal foul. Arizona's in bonus. Now shooting 2 of the line. 15 Haley Gilbert.
So Gilbert will shoot 2 free throws here. 84-58 lead. First one is good. Gilbert with 9 points now. Double digit 2 nights in a row. 25 points last night. Second free throw for Gilbert. Good. 86-58, 9 seconds left. Sheffy across the court. Sheffy into the lane. Sheffy layup, uncontested, it's good. 86-60, Arizona will dribble it out, and that will do it for the Dana on Mission Bay Thanksgiving Classic. Arizona wins the final game of the tournament, 86-60 with the win. Arizona now a perfect 6-0. And we'll go on to play the New Mexico Lobos next Sunday at 1 o'clock. San Diego, with the loss, falls to 4-3 on the season and will host the next tournament here, the USD Winter Classic at the Jenny Craig Pavilion, as New Mexico State, Nevada, and Idaho come to San Diego to take on the Toreros. For all of us here at the West Coast Conference Network, I'm Braden Suprenant signing off. Final score tonight, Arizona 86, San Diego 60. See you next time next week on the West Coast Conference Network.